Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back. This is Scott at Stooks Baseball Cards and Curiosities. Um, been away from YouTube for a few days. Had a little surgery on Thursday. Just still taking my pain meds. Thought I'd do a little video. I got a nice set in the mail. It's 1960 Golden Press. And it came in a book where you could punch the cards out. I don't have the booklet, but I have the 33 Hall of Famers that came in the booklet. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show each card. They're very colorful. They're taken from a black and white photo, and then they're colorized, similar to what Dick Perez did with the Perez Steel cards, because I do have a card here that Dick Perez used as an inspiration for great moments. His only thing is he painted his card as a St. Louis Cardinal version of Grover Cleveland Alexander. And I'll show that as I go through each card. I don't have black and white photos for every card, but just a few examples so you can get an idea what the artist had to work with. You know, there's all the big name Hall of Famers, all the originals: Babe Ruth, Lou Gehrig, Cobb, Wagner, Big Hank Greenberg. I actually have the black and white photo that was taken from. So good to be back at it, and hope everybody's having a good New Year so far. And please enjoy this 1960 Golden Press Baseball Hall of Fame card set. Here's the number one card in the set, Mel Ott, reaching for a ball there. You can tell it's spring training. Nice palm trees in the background. Number two card is Grover Cleveland Alexander. And you might recognize that pose. It's also the same pose as the Perez Steel Great Moments, only Dick Perez painted a different uniform on Grover Cleveland. Number three, of course, is the Babe. He wore number 3. You can see the wonderful color of the stadium in the background. The house that Ruth built, probably. Well, he's got his gray flannels on, so maybe it's a road game. And here's Hank Greenberg. And most of these are taken from real photos, and they're colorized. You can see that, look, that is Hank there. It comes from a black and white photo, and then the Golden Press Company colorized the photos. I'll show you an example. Next we have Bill Terry, last National League player to bat 400 in 1930. And Carl Hubble, who struck out 5 straight Hall of Famers in an All-Star game. Classic left-hander. Here we have Rogers Hornsby, nicknamed Raja. Hit over 400 a couple times in his career. Possibly one of the greatest hitters of all time. There's Jerome Hannah Dean, better known as Dizzy Dean, one of the Gas House Gang. Very colorful. His career was slowed by a broken toe off a line drive in the All-Star game. And for some reason I'm thinking Al Simmons hit the line drive. I'm not sure. Please enter down below in the comments if you know for sure. He went on to be a fabulous sportscaster, announcer. in his later years. Jolton Joe DiMaggio, 1941. He had that famous 56 game hitting streak. Married Marilyn Monroe. Storybook life. San Francisco's finest. Hall of Fame second baseman, Charlie Gehringer. One of the nicest signatures in all of baseball. Gabby Hartnett. There he is with his catcher's gear on. Looks like a pose because he's got his hat facing the correct way. Mickey Cochran, champion with the Detroit Tigers and the Philadelphia A's. George Sisler, another great hitter, batted over 400. He had the hit record until Ichiro came around and broke his record for hits in a season. Joe Cronin, Hall of Fame shortstop. He went on to become president of the American League. You'll notice there's some baseballs with his name on it. This is the same Joe Cronin. Pie Traynor, often regarded as the finest third baseman in all of baseball prior to Brooks Robinson and Mike Schmidt. Iron Man Lou Gehrig. He's the one that Cal Ripken broke his record. Now they're both in the Hall of Fame after playing over 2,000 consecutive games each. Lefty Grove, one of those underrated players from Major League Baseball's past. Here he is in spring training with the Philadelphia A's. 31 game winner. Chief Bender, first Hall of Famer from Minnesota. Went to the Carlisle, same school that Jim Thorpe went to, as they sent Native Americans to those schools back in the day. Frankie Fritsch, another Gas House gang member in the Hall of Fame. Al Simmons. I know I've had his cigar box in the past. I know he was into the tobacco industry. Frank Home Run Baker, sitting by some old machinery there. Double X Jimmy Fox. Awesome picture of Jimmy in his swing. John McGraw, longtime manager of the New York Giants. All the baseball history that he witnessed from Christy Mathewson, Walter Johnson through the Babe Ruth era. Lou Gehrig, Rogers Hornsby. He saw a lot of great baseball history. Looking at Christy Mathewson, he pitched 3 complete game shutouts in a World Series. That's 27 consecutive scoreless innings for those of you keeping score. Tyrus Raymond Cobb. What else can you say? Had so many batting titles. All-time hits leader before Pete Rose. The Georgia Peach. One of the Brooklyn Dodger greats, Dazzy Vance. Awesome pitcher in his day. Look at those Brooklyn pinstripes. Bill Dickey, the original number 8 behind the plate for the Yankees. He helped teach Yogi Berra to become a Hall of Fame catcher also. And Yogi was the other number 8. So number 8 is retired for 2 players with the Yankees. Eddie Collins, all-time second baseman. One of the White Sox that was not part of the Black Sox scandal. The Big Train, Walter Johnson. One of the greatest pitchers ever, over 400 wins. Original 300 strikeout pitcher, 3,000 strikeout pitcher, sorry. Tris Speaker. I believe he still holds the record for all-time doubles. Cleveland Indians. Napoleon Lajoie, another 400 hitter during a major league season, sporting an A's uniform. Hans-Peter Wagner, one of the best shortstops ever in Major League Baseball. Hands of steel there. And finally, card number 33, Denton True Cy Young. Not going to run around Monument today, but over 500 wins, Cy Young Awards named after him. And I'd like to thank everybody for watching. It's fun to have this set. Just beautiful colorized black and white photos. And I hope you all find what you're looking for tomorrow.